Pookie back at Harrisville, that magnificent venue. All right, here we go, 250, 254 stroke. Final race of the day for every class from here on now. Final race for the day. We're into round number 5. Overshoot, goes a little bit wide. Tries to regain the composure and get the control back. Will he make the advantage? I think he might. Looking out for it. Out in front, yeah, whipping up a storm through there at the moment. Seth Morrow set to go for it. Then looking out to 17 as well. Of course with Cole Davies, and then go to local hero 110 and Ryan King. Out there on the New Plymouth Motorcycle Centre, Crown Kiwi supported KTM SX 250F. So good work with our trio of riders there. But Seth Morrow's got the advantage. How long can he stay there? Keeps it in front of Cole, who looks at that inside line through the rut. No, can't quite get there. So it's still set to hold on the Husky. So Seth Morrow in front, and go to Cole, and go back to Ryan. As we look at, I think it's Jack that's the next one up. Might have been Phoenix. It's just left. It could have been Phoenix, I think, for a split second. They might have flipped up there to fifth place. So Brad, superb start out there for the big guys. And just while we do this first lap, a good opportunity to see where are we with the points with one race to go.
Yeah, this is on here. This is going to be brilliant. But Cole Davies here, that full 100 points. So full 25, 25, 25, 25. Flawless performance. He's got an 18-point lead. So he just needs to finish in about 7 points to lock it away. So 14th or better, and Cole Davies will be our national champion. But look at him, he's already piling on a bit of pressure. Great start from Seth Morrow on that NMC Husqvarna. Here we looking to do this. He's got pretty tight in the points there. Actually, him and Ryan are tied second equal. So this is the showdown. Winner take all for 2NZ, while Cole is there. All he needs to do is 14th or better for the championship. It's the battle for second that's heating up. Seth Morrow is leading this race, and if he can finish ahead of Ryan King, he will lock away 2NZ for this prestigious 14 to 16 Blue Wing Honda 254 stroke. Look at this LMC Husqvarna. This is the best we've seen from Seth Morrow so far. Absolutely flying. He's got a massive lead in the 12 to 14 years, 125, but this is going to be where he wants to make a statement. Leads over the middle stripe. Takes off another lap, Cole Davies, then go to Ryan King. Ryan with work to do to try and secure that 2NZ here. Jack Coleman, good fourth place for him. He's fourth in the championship as well, with the ball flying over. And up Horsepower Hill, massive 14 minutes plus a lap moto, so plenty of time for everything to unfold here. And at the moment, the 2-1-2 in Chicago, Seth Morrow leading the way, Cole Davies in second place. All he needs to do is a 14th or better, so no need to risk it. He's also got the lead in the 15 to 16 years, 125, so still plenty of moto ahead for Cole Davies, and a very smart ride at the moment. We've got the update there as we catch up with our race. It's Seth Morrow, Cole Davies, Ryan King, Jack Coleman, Ruben Smith up into fifth place with Phoenix Vandershoot there. We've got Kobe Toms there, that's a good, I would say about 7th place. Cody Griffiths there, Luke Maisie, and then we wrap up our top 10 there. So, this is exciting, 14 to 16 years, and how about this from Seth Morrow? This is what we wanted to see. The man from the Deep South will be there in his home, the iconic Sandpit track, 2023 Junior Motocross Nationals. But right now, this man has turned up to play here today. Seth Morrow in charge.
Fortunately for Harrison Miller, Harrison goes past well back in the field. The M&J Farrier Supplies, Liquid Molly, Sergeant Motorcycles, Spud Motors, Carter Coaching, Blue Crew rider on the YZF 250, Harrison Miller, a long way back in the field. He'll be disappointed with that. Gutted, in fact, it's his last chance to do something impressive, sort of almost like a negative way to finish what should be an exciting day. The first class to wrap up their title, the big 250, Seth Morrow going for it, 2-1-2. Out in front ahead of the 17 with Cole Davies. Go the 110 Brian King. This is the trio that has bust their way through. Remembering, of course, we see the number 17 Cole Davies has not been beaten. He'll want to keep the perfect record intact as we go back to the 121 of Jack Coleman, the 12 of Ruben Smith. Then we go to 722 out there of Phoenix Vandershoot, and check out 321 and Cody Griffiths along with the 914. Now of Kobe Toms on that BH Collision Centre Brookhaven training facility, a Studio 875 Chaseworks suspension, unforeseen decals, verdicts, lubricants, Norjo Motorcycles and CFX things. So good run from the camp tab, and Kobe Tom, certainly other than Seth Morrow, the North Island well dominating the field over the South Islanders, but good we know that is Seth and Cobes, of course. Cobes got the front running position round one of the Southern Series last weekend at Paulbourne, while Seth, effectively a local, was competing overseas at the Australian Junior Motocross Champs. But Seth will be back for the remaining rounds of the series. So some good competition for Cobes as they head to Invercargill next weekend in the famous sandpit track in round number 2 of the Southern Series. But back here at the moment, it's the Blue Wing Honda sponsored 14 to 16 years class, part of our Aon Insurance New Zealand Junior Motocross titles for 2022, 2021 was way back in February, so COVID had pushed us back a fair way, but we've still been able to get a championship in. But we only have 6 weeks to wait because we'll be back in our conventional time of the April school holidays next year, and we're going all the way to beautiful Invercargill and Southland. So will be quite a contrast to being here in the mid-north to going to the deep south. Never had a Junior Motocross Nationals in Southland before. It's a first for everything, so thoroughly looking forward to it. I think although the dead opposite, this is the fifth time we have been here to Taranaki for a New Zealand Juniors. The Taranaki Club now have an outright record in hosting New Zealand Junior Champs. They were tied on 4 with the Mosgiel and District Club in Otago, but now they have an outright lead, being the only club to have staged 5 Junior Nationals. Bring it on with Blue Wing Honda now 14 to 16 years 250 class. But Brad looking to an in-depth update. Can Cole Davies stay perfect? 5 out of 5.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, Seth Morrow, he's the fastest man on track. He did a 1:49.1 then, Cole only a 1:49.5, so he continues to stretch that advantage out. Seth Morrow 2.6 seconds ahead of anyone. Ryan King another 2 seconds back from them as well. It is on here for Seth Morrow. He is the fastest man on track, making a real statement. And if he can hang on to this one here, he locks away 2 NZ. Cole Davies, I wonder if it's a lot of his experience, a lot of his knowledge. He just needs to finish this race in 14th or better to be the national champion. So maybe not pushing as hard, but we know Cole Davies, he's a class performer and he won't want to be mucking around here. Ryan King, 3rd place on the Crown Kiwi, 100% Alpine Star Bell Helmets machine. Looking really good in 3rd place, but if he wants to get that 2 NZ, he's got to get ahead of Seth Morrow. So get in behind the local Taranaki man.
All right, the other feature, of course, there is that once, I suppose you always want to see 5 out of 5, but on the other hand, you're going to see the 17 of Cole Davies doesn't want to jeopardise his championship, so why go for number 1 when number 2's good enough? That's the other lucrative part of it, so there may just be the buffer. And Seth Morrow, is he hungrier than Ryan King to be number 2 NZ? So they're your top 3, but they're in a slightly different order. The man in second is number 1 on the points. This man in the lead is number 3 on the points, and the man back in 3rd is the number 2, and that could completely change around. So it's that battle going on with effectively the 1st and the 3rd rider through there. Invercargill, Seth Morrow, and New Plymouth's own Ryan King to take out that runner-up spot in the championship behind the almost assured, not already, in fact almost assured championship for the number 17 of Cole Davies. It's been exceptional from the other races. In fact, we go right back to race number 1 for this class, and it was an outright battle between the 17 of Cole Davies and the 110 of Ryan King, of which Cole was able to secure it late in the moto after the earlier advantage had favoured the fight from Ryan. But here we are in our last battle, and what answers has Ryan got to this one? So Seth Morrow, the man laying it on the line on that LMC Husqvarna TZ250, an incredible form to be showing just what he's capable of doing on that great bike. So Husqvarna ahead of Yamaha, ahead of KTM. So the bike brands checking it out.
Oh, check out Cole Davies, trying to pile on a bit of pressure. Can he muscle his way on the inside? There's a lap rider in between them. Cole Davies up the inside. I think he's done it. So we've got a James with the lead. There it is, Cole Davies. Used the lap into his advantage, and now we find himself out in front. He's got already about an 8-9 bike length advantage as he flies down the Aon back straight. So Cole Davies, new race leader. Seth Morrow still in 2nd place. We've got Ryan King hanging on to that 3rd. But it really is heating up 4th, 5th and 6th. Less than a second. We've got Jack Coleman, Ruben Smith, Phoenix Van der Schaik. All of them, they really desperately want some championship points with Jack. He's 4th in the championship. Phoenix is 5th in the championship. Ruben 6th in the championship. I think this could be heating up, winner take all sort of stuff for these guys. And really, if anyone wants it more than the others, it'll be on here. So Cole Davies, Seth Morrow, they cross the line, tick off another lap. We've still got a massive amount of time for this one to unfold. and we see them about 4 minutes plus a lap. So that's the new race leader, Cole Davies, Seth Morrow, Ryan King. Here is this fight. It's 4th, 5th and 6th. There's less than a second separated them all. And the man on the move, Ruben Smith, he was faster than the two around him last time around. Can we get him behind the CMLK10 man? Jack Coleman, Ruben Smith, Phoenix Van der Schoot. It is on here, 4th, 5th and 6th place in this race. We then go back to Kobe Toms in 7th place on the bed, collision centre, Gas. Cody Griffiths in 8th, Peter Boone in 9th, and then you go 10th, Luke Maisie. That's a pretty classy top 10. Blue Wing on to 14 to 16 years, 250 racing, and we're on here.
Enjoying that. I love watching those race rivals, bike to bike, rider to rider, and right close together there with a 3:21 of Cody Griffiths putting on a dazzling performance. So Cody keeps it under control there at the moment, that's for sure, as we look out to our minor placings. So great work. But Cody Griffiths hanging on with them, all part of our top 10 excitement as we bust out the goodies for this Blue Wing Honda sponsored event. Shout out to Blue Wing Honda having their dealer conference over the last few days in Queenstown. I'm sure they've been re-inspired on selling their favourite bike brand around the country. So effectively Blue Wing is the business name of the whole dealer network, which encompasses every other Honda shop in the country. So it's the Honda Hub, it's Cook's Motorcycles, it's Kewen Honda in Wanganui, it's City Honda in Palmerston North, it's of course up the road to Otra Honda in Otrahonga, and the list goes on of I think there's over 60 Honda dealers around the country. A sensational dealer network from a great band, proud to be supporting a great sport, the Aon Insurance Junior Motocross Nationals. All right, back to fly now with this lineup right here at trackside. 17 for Cole Davies, our superstar, ready to go 5 out of 5. Convincing win, in fact, ready to put together the famous double of winning both the 125 class and the 250 class, and he's close to it with the 250 one. That'll be first up, but can he put it together? It's not been too many. There's only been about 3 in the last decade and a bit, and they've all done it on the Yamahas, coincidentally. And they've included Kane Lamont and Maximus Purvis, and now potentially, only provisionally here today, potentially in Cole Davies. So plenty of other good riders have tried along the way, the likes of the White Chasers, Trent Collins, and also Grayson Beach. It's a unique double to pull off. It's extremely hard. Last year it wasn't done, so hasn't been done for a few years. So looking out to see if Cole can keep that incredible record in touch of unique Yamaha riders to pull off the big time double. All right, looking out for him now. So 17 for Cole Davies, your race leader, pulling out that Buffalo, made the great move to get past Seth. Now it's on because Ryan King needs it. He wants second place. So the pit board will be telling him the story, going for 2-1-2. That is your man. Get past him. There's no substitute. There's no second chance. This is the final race. It is the countdown for our 14 to 16 years class, and we're looking out with interest. So here we go for another dynamic lap with the 17 of Cole Davies.
At 1 minute left on the clock, so there'll be 2 laps to go. The clock will expire when we cross the line again. So here it is. We've got this one here. On here, Cole Davies. He's got a decent advantage now. Then we go to Ryan King and Seth Morrow. The gap is 1.1 seconds. So 1.1 second, absolutely nothing in it. That is your fight. The tied on points. It's a winner-take-all for 2NZ. Cole Davies, he is gone. He's a lap and 3/4 away from crowning himself a 2-time New Zealand motocross champion. But here it is, heating up. Second and third, the 212 and the 110. Oh, it's on. We can't know where to look. That is Jack Coleman coming through. He's still in 4th place. Phoenix Van der Schoot in 5th. Here's Ruben Smith. He's the one in 6th place. He was pushing for 4th earlier on. And now we've got him back in 6th place. So that's 4th, 5th and 6th in the championship as well. So that's where they will end up. So at the moment, we've got Cole Davies on track to be a national champion in this class, but it's 2NZ that we don't know about. It could be any one of Seth Morrow or Ryan King. There's still about that 10 bike lengths between them as they head up the old 100-footer step up. And now we're back around a few lap riders to contend with. There's still got another lap after this. The white flag is ready and waiting for Cole Davies. But this is what the crowd want to see. This is a bit of excitement, and we're on here for a grandstand finish in our 14 to 16 250.
All right, 17, can he bring it home from here? It'll be a unlucky call if it wasn't to be. I'm sure we're going to be close to having a flag ready, so look out for this one. Watch for the white flag to come out. That'll be the symbol of 1 lap to go as we see the challenge mounted, looking out for Cole. Here we are, Cole Davies, the line on the inside, the number 17 out to fly, Cole Davies, and picking it up, yes, and the white flag, Cole Davies. 1 to go on the Altherm JCR Yamaha New Zealand Fox Blue Crew Yamalu YMF Racing Bike. 2-1-2 now for Seth and Morrow, and 1-1-0. You can just see he's throwing everything at it. There is one chance to go to put number 2 on the bike instead of a number 3. That's how close it is. Whoever beats the other for that fight for second and third will be 2 NZ, the other will be 3. So it's all on at the moment. Cole set for the number 1. Anything can happen. We know racing. We've certainly seen a lot of it. I go back to 1986 and a great Taranaki rider. In fact, he was with us over the weekend, Simon Marnie. The checkered flag was inside. I saw it myself, and his chain came off. He lost the title. His chain came off way back in 1986 in Christchurch. Never forget that story. So you never say it's over till it's over. So on the last lap here at the moment, the Super 17 of Cole Davies with a chance to go for the big time glory, but he has to get to that finish line. I was quite amazed. In fact, he didn't really push himself in that early part of the moto, but then he found his brake and he got the mojo back and it went for it. So not quite an all or nothing, but he'll have the honour of going 5 out of 5. Not too many riders are going to do 5 out of 5 this weekend, actually, so all the best to him. And we're going to look out for him with this final lap showdown. And Brad in full flight going up that Aon back straight for the final time, whipping the air and loving every bit of it. Bring him home.
All right, it is on here. Let's get on our feet and celebrate. 2 corners to go. The number 17, Altherm Window Systems JCA Yamaha. 4 race wins so far. On his way to number 5, out of the final right-hander, and on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. Now 14 to 16 years, 250 champion, Mr. Cole Davies. Oh, that's fantastic. But here it is. What a response from Seth Morrow. Hold on the pressure. And he's going to go 2 NZ for the LFC Husqvarna. Ryan King, absolutely nothing in it. Less than a second separating those two. They were tight on points coming into it. Ryan King on the Crown Kiwi. The North Motorcycle Centre KTM will have to settle for 3 NZ in this class here. As we see, what an electric podium. Cole Davies, Seth Morrow, Ryan King, 1, 2, 3 NZ. And an absolutely brilliant performance. They will be a cut above the rest as we look to the 121. Bay Blitty's Jack Coleman. He was 4th in the points heading into this one. 4th in this race. Well done to the 121. This is going to feel pretty good. 4 NZ for Jack Coleman. Brilliant stuff. Here's Phoenix Van der Schoen on the City Honda C4 Precision Systems machine. That'll be 5 NZ locked away for Phoenix. Well done, Phoenix. And then we look to the CML KTM. That will be the number 12, Ruben Smith. He will come home in 6 of the race and lock away 6 NZ. So that's a brilliant performance for Ruben Smith. 6th in New Zealand. And there we go, back to the 321 of Cody Griffiths, who was 8th coming into this race. And we'll just have a look at his points between him and Kobe. There was 1 point between them. So I think that there with Kobe finishing in behind Breeder. I think that'll be Cody moving up into 7th overall. And then you look at a brilliant performance. Breeder Boone and Kobe Toms will be 8th and 9th overall in New Zealand. Well done to our 14 to 16 years category Blue Wing Honda supported showdown. And absolutely fantastic. Cole Davies, our New Zealand national champion. Congratulations to Cole. And 2 NZ, Seth Morrow. Ryan King gets 3 NZ as we start crowning our national champions. Super excited. Coming up next, we've got our practice session for our 85cc machines. And then coming up after that, we'll start crowning even more champions. Our Pro 65s, race number 5 for them on the line next.